Hello, my name is Rivas Mayoki and I'm reporting in from Zagreb. I'm an author of sci-fi and I'm considering to publish my great saga with gender change and space travel. It sounds so modern, but I started that saga in 2015 before anything was even a thing, so cheers for me for being psychic. Anyway, my eyes, I hope that it can be seen that they are puffy. I made the chamomile tea and put some pads on my eyes. That was very refined, so it's a bit better, but they were really very puffy. There's not another word to say it. Because I cried yesterday a lot because I watched Black Widow and it made me cry so much. You don't go on Marvel, but you do. Lately, you do go to see a Marvel movie to cry. Yes, that is since the Infinity War a rule. They just pull on our heartstrings. Anyway, that whole theme of a dysfunctional family and it doesn't matter how they all pretended, just spoilers I guess, how all they are pretended to be a family, but if that's the best the girls had, that is their family, that is what they had. It's just I was all for it. Like even the Red Guardian, he was so marvelous and cute, and I was like, hmm. Anyway, it triggered me and I cried my eyes out. But that's a good thing. Crying is a good thing. It just purifies the souls and makes you, I don't know, let go of things that aren't yours to keep. Anyway, uh, I have to stop saying anyway. It's like in Croatian. I did have a words I repeated constantly, and it took a time to purge them from my habits. I have to purge anyway. Some repeating would be needed for it to dissipate. That's the way the mind copes with thinking while you're talking. So you, instead of making a pause, you insert a word, a random word like anyway, till my mind catches up with my tongue, or to sip tea. It's not tea, it's white coffee, chicory, barley, and wheat. I love it. So I was having troubles with my toilet. Ah, look, the beautiful thing. My last toilet seat had this beautiful contraption that can spin. Look, it spins. It's even round on the top. So it got rusted and it got stuck, and you have nothing to press in, nothing to make you a counterbalance. So I was innovating and I went and bought a blindfold or not. How do you call this? Google Translate tells me it's a nut, and I'm like, isn't that a bolt, or am I wrong? Anyway, it gave me a counterbalance, and we took screwdrivers and no, not screwdrivers. That's the other thing. How do you say it for this kind of thing? So sister pushed in one direction, I pulled in another, and we made it. And I changed the toilet seat, and it was like, oh, we need no man. It's amazing. We are strong enough. And then the handyman came to uh, change my flushing contraption. I forget to Google it, how you say it. So for flushing, I changed it because it leaked and it was horrible, and now my bathroom looks beautiful and lovely. And I don't know, I mentioned it before, a power drill with a bolt stuck in. And I was like, oh, I have this power drill that is stuck with its drilling contraption, and I can't unscrew it. And he just came in and it was unscrewed, and I was like, oh, man's hand. I don't have a man's hand. They're soft and feminine. I love it. Anyway, to be soft and feminine really sometimes implies to be weak. I know people are mad about it, but it's just genetics. It's just like we're built. It's the hands are different, the skin is different. If I worked my ass off, I do have muscles that I can be as strong, but I don't want to. I do want to stay feminine, and that's a limiting factor for me, that I want to be a feminine person, because it prevents me from exercising as much as I would need to get back in shape. Because I do want to be in shape and I want to be strong, but I don't want to be man level strong. And that's a fine line to tread, because I'm already like I'm Hulk for a woman. But screw it, I just want to be in shape. If I'm stronger than some men, then so be it. That's the balance, the gender roles, and I'm a terrible person that wants to conform. But that's the point of freedom. That is the point we are fighting for people to be able to choose, and not for everyone to transition or not to transition. That is, I think, what people gather wrong about transgender discussion. People always think that it's a black or white, or everyone will transition who are even slightly male, or nobody will because you can't change your gender. And I'm like, it's just an option. If it's there, people who need it will use it. People who gets mistaken, use it by mistake, will turn back and say, "Ooh, hell no, it's not for me." And people who are not affected will never get in a temptation to use it. That's my stance on it. And just like I know it's an unfortunate comparison, but when on college we discussed an abortion, and I was asked about an abortion, and my answer is always, I don't want to have it. That's not something I would ever want to have, but it's something it's mandatory for women to have access to. If you need it, if you have to have it, if you want it, you have to have access to it, because not having access to it leads to deaths, leads to suicides, to bad lives, to really many, many bad things can happen, infections and back alleys and criminal activities, just to resume your life after an awful event. So, uh, like that, for me, I don't compare the two, but it's just the stance is the same. I don't want it. I wouldn't do it, but it needs to be there for people who want it, because just the option there makes it easier even for me to conform for being a woman. Like, if I wanted to, I could be a man, but I don't want to. But when there is no option, it's just like, damn you, society, I will be it. It's just like spite. Yes, you don't understand the nature of spite. People are spiteful. Anyway, I was very innovative, and I was satisfied to unscrew my harassed problem, and it lasted for days, the struggle with the screw. uh, and for me it was like a universal lesson about timing. When something is not ready to be released, when it's rusted and stuck, you have to find right tools and be a bit patient for the right timing for it to be released. And sometimes you even need a little help, like my sister adding her muscles, no matter how she thinks they are not significant as mine, but it was just like that little push for us to succeed in a tangent team. In a team? Words. When you write them, you have time to Google and to check and to double check. When you speak and you listen to yourself afterwards, it's just like always this. I sound so ignorant. Anyway, it was fun, and I read a title about the Black Widow. I'm going on tangents. don't mind me. So, about Black Widow being too harsh and you don't have to be manly to be an empowered woman, but she's an established character. That's her main trait, that she's hardened and that she's a mercenary and that she does right because she was transformed enough to understand her bad deeds from before. And I personally found the Black Widow, Natasha, in this movie really very soft. And there were so many moments when she backed out first and when she just, you see the fear and the care on her face. I loved it. It was enough. And for her character to suddenly become a caring, gentle woman will be just like, did you see any of her movies? So I was quite satisfied with the movie, and it didn't even portray her too manly like I usually complain about female heroes. For me, Charlie's Angels were more manly than she is. Charlie's Angels, not the new version. I didn't watch this one with Kirsten Stewart, but the old version with Cameron Diaz and lovely Lucy Liu. So, Charlie's Angels from the older movie, the Between movie, after the Farah Fawcett. So they were more manly to me than the Black Widow, because the Black Widow did display her family and she cried and it was, there were weaknesses to her, and Charlie's Angels were just like kicking ass, and I don't know, the fragility with them wasn't really shown. Now I can be accused to equalize, to make a comparison between femininity and fragility. But you have to excuse me because I do look at femininity from the outside look, and I do try to fit in as much as I can. And for me, fragility is probably important because, for my perception, that is the thing I was lacking, to be considered feminine. Although I do have my emotional fragility. Oh, I hate my microphone. I hope it wasn't loud. So that's it. I watched Black Widow. It was lovely. I loved it. I'm looking forward to future installation in the franchise because I am a fan. And sadly, I lost my companion for watching Marvel movies because my friend, uh, gave up after the end game. It was like, ah, that's it for us. We are all fans. The new movies are for young people, and I was like, no, why would I stop watching it? It's not like there's so many choices. Like there are other franchises and sci-fis I can go back to. No, I'll watch whatever they serve me, and we'll see. For now, I'm liking it. I like the Spider-Man, I like the Black Widow, and I'm looking forward to Shinchan. How is it called? I didn't pay much attention. The Legend of Ten Rings. Eternals, not so much. The vibes of Eternals, we'll see. I'm somehow skeptic. See you around. Bye.